Satyam Vada Dharmachara Satyamev Jayate. Good morning, friends. Subh Sandhya. I am Vipul Kumar. Welcome all of you to today's news desk on income tax, GST, and corporate laws. Let's cover news on the income tax. CBDT enabled the online facility to check applicable rate of TDS in case of cash withdrawal. The CBDT has introduced a functionality on the e-filing platform to enable the banking company or cooperative bank or post office to check whether person withdrawing cash is falling within the proviso to section 194N or not. By tribunal, case refer to President of ITAT to decide whether amendment to section 254(2)A is directly or mandatory in nature. Income tax case refer to President of ITAT to decide whether amendment to section 254(2)A is directory or mandatory in nature. Regarding effect of amendment made in first proviso to section 254(2)A on powers of the tribunal under section 254 subsection 1 to grant a stay to very important issues of far-reaching consequences arose for consideration, application was to be referred to larger bench. Ministry of Finance issued press release on 8 July 2020. In this press release, memorandum of understanding signed between the CBDT and SEBI for exchange of data between two organizations. Memorandum of understanding signed between the CBDT and SEBI for exchange of data between two organizations. A former memorandum of the understanding was signed between the CBDT and the SEBI for data exchange between the two organizations. Memorandum of understanding will facilitate the sharing of data and information between SEBI and CBDT on an automatic and regular basis. It's a very important and drastic change. Let's cover news on the international taxation. Kolkata Tribunal, AMP transaction couldn't be treated as international transaction in absence of any agreement for incurring such expenses. In this case, there are 5 decisions taken. First, where royalties were paid not only for patent but also for a basket of services, and it is not a case of the TPO that royalty paid was without any use of the brand names, and further in the transfer price study. Royalty payment were found to be at arm length. No disallowance could be made. Second, where revenue failed to bring on record any contract or arrangement between the assessee and its associated enterprises for making AMP expenses for promotion of brand of its associated enterprises, such AMP transaction could not represent international transaction between assessee and its associated enterprises. Further, in computing income of eligible unit, allocation of expenses is to be done among eligible and non-eligible units on the basis of number of the employees who are directly linked with factory operation. Next, income from sale of scraps is an eligible income in calculating deduction under section 80 IC. Further, deduction of the education sales on income tax paid by the assessing company was allowable expenditure in computing its total income. And second case, a Mumbai tribunal, ITAT deleted notional interest as sum paid to the associated enterprise for allotment of share capital wasn't same transaction or bogus transaction. No addition of notional interest could be made to the assessee arm length price in respect of amount paid to the associated enterprise for allotment of the shares, and such transaction was not found bogus or same on basis of the material on record. Let's cover news on the GST. A statistical report by GSTN on 3 years completion of the GST. GST portal has released a statistical report on completion of the 3 years of the GST. This report compiles data of the registration, return file, payment of taxes, generation of e-pay bills, etc. and GST and outreach initiative undertaken as on 30th June 2020. In another case, under GST AAR Uttarakhand, royalty paid to the state government for extraction of the sand, gravels, etc. from river would attract 18% GST. In this case, a state forest development corporation allowing Reta, Vajri, boulders, extraction from river beds in forest area liable to pay 5% GST during period 1st July 2017 to 31st December 2018, while 18% from 1st January 2019 onward. AAR West Bengal, no RCM on reimbursement of the legal aid expenses, no GST on providing aid to the women survivors. In this case, applicant extending legal, medical and financial support services to women survivors of sexual and other violence is not liable to pay tax on its activities. Another case, AAR Gujarat, fuel conversion electronic parts used in vehicles are classified under HSN 8708, attracts 28% GST. Changeover switch, emulator, timing advance processor, pressure gauge manufacturer fall under the SSN code 8708900. Rate of CGST and SGST would be 14% and 14%, total 28%. And next, Delhi High Court. Delhi High Court didn't allow provisional manual filing of the Tran 1 basis brand equity decision. Matter is pending before Supreme Court, where decision of High Court in brand equity treaties limited allowing filing of the GST TRAN 1 form was pending consideration before Supreme Court, and its operation was stayed. Prayer for allowing provisional manual filing of GST TRAN 1 form could not be accepted, as High Court had power, if required, to direct respondent to accept GST TRAN 1 form at a later point of time. Let's cover news on the Insolvency Bankruptcy Code. Page 1. Initiation of the CIRP was to be dismissed when default of the debt being paid to the operational creditor. NCLT Kochi, where operational creditor supplied goods to corporate debtor for which corporate debtor failed to make payment and corporate debtor had not raised any dispute in respect of goods and amount to be paid. Thus, corporate debtor being in default of the debt due and payable, application filed by operational creditor under section 9(4), initiation of the corporate insolvency resolution process against corporate debtor was to be admitted. In another case, CIRP dismissed when financial creditor failed to place on record of any financial contract on agreement related to loan. NCLT Chennai. NCLT Chennai, in this case, where a financial creditor has not placed on record any financial contract or agreement in pursuance of which loan was disbursed to corporate debtor, and in the absence thereof default on any part of corporate debtor could not be ascertained, application filed by financial creditor to initiate corporate insolvency resolution process against corporate debtor was to be dismissed. In another case, NCLT New Delhi, IBC insolvency plea admitted against corporate debtor on failure to make payment of the financial debt, where corporate debtor had availed credit facility and there had been default in payment of financial debt. Application filed by financial creditor under section 7 with detailed particulars of the financial debt, including document, records and evidence of default being complete in all respect, was to be admitted. In the case, Delhi NCRT order admitting plea under section 9 in case where default amount was less than 1 crore was to be stayed in view of the notification number 1205 dated 24th March 2020. Subsequent order passed by the NCLT admitting application under section 9 in petitioner case where defaulted amount was to be less than 1 crore was to be paid. Thank you so much for watching this news channel on the income tax, GST and corporate laws. Please share this news channel among professional police and students where they are updated on regular basis. Thank you so much.